Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Question mark.
Okay. They
All right.
they just murdered them.
I'm not sure if there's any word. Let me do a quick little check-in with the admins while you break down all the action quickly.
Did they think they could get away with
30
that? Just like
seconds
really
to
really
battle.
sneakily unpause, get the kill, then repause again. Like, yeah, I'm sure no one was watching, guys. We got away with it, but maybe they ran out of pause time. Who knows?
I have a feeling that probably what's going on here is, like you said, they ran out of pause time. Would be my
Hmm.
best guess.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh, but we will find out. There's talks going on in the admin chat, and we will resolve this all very shortly, hopefully.
The battle
Because that would
begins.
definitely not be great for the council if they just didn't have their mid Visage player
I
playing
mean,
for them.
at least the CK was able to run over and steal the one bounty rune, but they were close to getting first blood and 4 bounties, which would have made things difficult. All right. Talk to me about this mid lane, because now, ignoring the fact that the visitors disconnected, we've got river runes.
Yes, yes. I love that. And I believe it said that it's at the 2-minute mark as well now, isn't it? Isn't that right?
It is, yeah, yeah. So
So
most people won't have a bottle by that point, but you can go and get your bottle refilled if you do have a ridiculously early bottle, but more likely you just get 100 burst heal, and I think that was it.
yeah, I think that that's pretty cool. So it does look like they used up all their pause time, which is very unfortunate in this situation. And maybe we'll be able to come back in again and play. If there's some just sort of small internet outage or something, then we'll figure it out. I'm not sure who it is that's controlling them though, but whoever it is, sick micro. Oh, actually, I know exactly who it is. Look at Chen. Yeah, Chen's doing his best. J1N, he's
Sick
killing it.
micro. Easily impressed. Whoa, look at this guy. He's AFK on one hero. I'm playing another.
I mean, to be fair, you kind of got to get it done, right? And
Yeah, for sure, for sure. If there's anyone who's going to be sitting around doing nothing, that's definitely Chen. I mean, I feel like he could go and take a creep and start jungling, but I mean, he's a Chen player. He's got to have a level of micro, right? Right?
yeah, no, for sure. And if you're good at one micro hero, then you're good at a second micro hero, right? That's the way that works.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah. It's got to be.
even
But
two of them at once, potentially. So we'll see how this goes. Man, they're off to a really good start. Team veteran, you can see this 10 and
Funny
3 on the Razor.
Yeah, he's flying. He's flying. That Shrek as well, dominating the mid lane currently. Visage, unfortunately, is a very niche hero. He's tricky to play in the middle lane, so I'm not really fancying the chances here, not being a Visage player, trying to pull this one out. It's not easy.
No, definitely not. Ooh, the water rune up top gets his
Oh,
bottle
he's got the
refill.
bottle delivered. Just rushing that bottle straight off the bat in order to make use of that river rune.
Very interesting. And he is going for multiple points in that lightning storm right now as well. So that's going to be really good for him to get if he does want to combo it. Oh no, mid lane, chase down. Ooh, great
Is that
kill.
good?
Able to walk
Tower-
away.
It is attacking him. There's a TP coming in from the CK as well. Will L3 ends? Ghost be able to get away? No, he will not. The lightning will find him. And the carries rotated in. The Chen's here as well. Do they have the damage to bring him down? Doesn't look like it.
Unfortunate situation. At the same time, they also find a kill on the troll in the bottom lane. Their team, the team is
not even here.
the team is not pleased. There are some questions being raised. Oh man, that's
dear.
frustrating. That's how it goes sometimes. Haven't really gotten a chance to look here, but this is making use of this little side pull. Feels like it's much easier now on this dire off lane to get that pull back the other direction onto the side. And in fact, down bottom, trying to catch.
Yeah, much harder for the Radiant to do that as they found the Grimstroke. They'll bring him down, but yeah, so for this pull, it looks like super duper easy for the, like, that's pretty much right next to the creep wave. That's so easy for them. And for the Radiant, like, what are they, that's not going to reach around here, is it? I don't know. I need to do some lobby experimenting.
A lot to learn for sure for all of us. And
Yeah.
we'll see where it goes, but at least for now, a 3,000 gold lead. I mean, to be fair, like we can talk all we want about the Visage, but if you look at just like the troll down bottom relative to where the gyrocopter is, it feels like they're outclassing them a little bit here on veteran, looking very very solid at the moment.
Yeah. Yeah, it really does look a little bit grim, but that's how it be sometimes. Veteran. Oh, they've disconnected. So are they trying to pause for the enemy team by disconnecting their own player?
Maybe there's a possibility.
Could be a workaround here, if they're not allowed to pause if they've under that circumstance. Who knows? Who knows?
I mean, to be fair, yeah, I guess that could be the way they want to do it. But it's looking like a really scary state of affairs right now. If you're the council, like regardless of whatever else is going on, this one is tough. They've kind of missed a lot of their timing.
Yeah. I don't know. Every single time we say their name, and like I was having the same thing with the panel. Every time we said their name, it just makes me giggle because it sounds like we're in some kind of like epic fantasy movie or like The Matrix or something, where it's like,
Right.
"What will the council have to say about this? The council are in trouble. The council have lost a member." It's it just makes me giggle every time. It sounds so epic. GL.
Oh no, yeah, it hurts. It's a tough one.
It does. It does.
But this is why there are rules in Dota about the amount of pause time and stuff that can go on, and it's how you got to deal with. Oh, he got that deny though. Sick play.
So yeah, going back to this IO thing, and as you said, we haven't really seen so much this hero in the support role, mostly because he was completely busted, but now they've unbusted him, and hopefully we see him returning to the support role a little bit. I'm going to be interested to see some of the combinations, because I've really wanted to see IO plus Leshrac carry, but Gyro is very much the same thing, where you're utilizing the magic damage heroes with him. Like, I don't want to see him with, like, PA and stuff like that, heroes which only benefit from the attack speed from overcharge, because it also gives spell amplification, and if you can make use of both of those, that's very sick. Meanwhile, in the middle lane, oh my goodness, Gugu's destroying them, but the TP in from the CK.
Able to stop that pressure. Very well played. Still a lot of damage on this chain. He's gonna get out. The creeps might kill him. But yeah, it's something to watch for, and it's why traditionally there have been so many instances of the gyrocopter being paired with the IO. Right? It's like the perfect hero to put together with it. Oh my God, he died to the creeps. Okay, that's how it goes sometimes.
Yep. The Visage was respawning. You had to take control. Meanwhile, at bottom.
Oh, chance for a kill. Couple more punches, but he's not quite gonna get it onto that troll warlord. Oh wow, and he's level 3. Yeah, that one hurts. Holy moly.
Offlane troll, not quite working out how they'd hoped. I like the way they were like, oh no, there's a Razor in the game. I know, to counter this this Razor lane, we'll just move the CK up there. And CK's like, I don't want to lane into Razor, what? Guys?
I know, for sure. He's at least been able to get some of these levels, though. And in spite of that, I'm not sure if it's going to be enough.
He's 5 and 1.
Yeah, he's level 5, though, right? He's got the same CS as levels. There are worse things in this world.
Lyrical, I appreciate you're a glass half full kind of guy, but this is pushing it a bit.
Oh, Scoot! Ooh, ends up going down there. And a good old Whoops comes out as a 4,000 gold lead now. And it just feels like Veteran is on that other level right now compared to the Council. The High Council that decides all of our fates.
I'm worried. I mean, I'm beyond worried. To be honest, I'm not even concerned, because I kind of just know this game is hasn't got much left in it. A 5k God advantage at 7 minutes. They've lost 2 towers already. I mean, this is that new patch shenanigans.
It's true. I feel like the Visage pick had some cool ideas, but obviously when your player DCs in like the first 30 seconds of the game, it's hard to play from that point going forward. But in the meantime, we just get a quick little show here of all the strength of these heroes. Show TI is going for the Meteor Hammer. That is pretty hype. I'm stoked for that one.
Dire's middle tower
Do you think we'll see the return of Dagon Chen?
Huh. Maybe. There's always a chance for it, right? I feel like the
Yeah.
thing that made that strong was that wasn't it amplifying
Oh,
all
yeah, it
damage?
doesn't amp the damage. Never mind. Yeah.
Right.
That doesn't amp damage anymore,
Dire's
right?
middle tower
Just
is under
makes the
attack.
move slower. Radiance champion.
Dire's middle tower
There
Can't
you
get
go.
away from me. I'll
That's
burn
the
you up,
play.
boys. But he's rushing the X, so he wants to get an ancient creep. Why? I don't know.
They're stronger than their heroes right now. That's the reason why. You know, make it work.
Visage returns. The council member has returned to his rightful seat.
Oh no! And immediately
no.
disconnect. No.
He's seen the game. It's just like, you know what, guys?
What was auto? Well, we'll see if he's able to stay in. I like to imagine we are fine. Okay, that's true. You are fine. Very fine. Oh, reconnected again? Does it DC? He's like, guys, I have a blades of attack. Apologies. Oh, it's okay, buddy.
Oh, don't
3M.
worry about it, bro. He's got his phase boots finished off at least.
That's true.
It's fine. Yeah, enemy team don't mind, surprisingly.
True.
Goo. He's actually still cool here. He's still got his life. Troll, though. Gonna get killed off by the gyro at the same time.
Very well played there as Razor DC's. Man, it is a battle of the internet connections right now. That wasn't us. And we'll see if they're able to get back in. I'm curious how much pause time Veteran have left. That would be an interesting dynamic, right? If suddenly they had to unpause for Veteran, and now you're playing 4v5 the other way. I don't know if I've ever seen that before.
That would be a twist and a half.
Beast bomb.
We can't give our pause time because our TC prob 2. That's fine. Life.
Look, I love this. This is
Yeah.
great.
It'd be like that sometimes. The
Oh,
wholesomeness
hearts.
of the region. It's filling my little heart up.
The Arc Squad and Afrina. I see. I just want to put out a little heart right now. I want to put out a heart to all these folks out there, trying their hardest, loving on each other. It's great. It's good stuff. It's what you want to see.
Yeah, we can't draw hearts on the map whilst the game's paused, sadly. Why can't you draw when the game paused? Like, the one
Look,
time I
I'm
really want to
drawing.
draw on the map is when the game's paused, and Gibson's just like, nah, not
Can't
allowed.
you see? Look, I'm drawing. I just drew.
Oh, no, I mean on, like, the floor.
Oh, I see. Yeah, that's too bad. I thought you meant on the mini map. Your heart is way better than mine.
Yeah. I'm not
The
even going to
thing-
try and soften that one.
That's fine. The thing to me that always stands out is like, nobody really wants to be playing a game 4v5. But when there's just sort of an understanding that, things happen in the game, you got to deal with it. It's good. It shows a little bit of respect that you would hope for. Man, Gyrocopter took a point in attributes instead of taking his point in call down. Very interesting.
Wow. Oh, I love that this is back. I love that stats are back. I'm going to go back to my DK build where I just go Dragon's Blood, stats, Dragon's Blood, stats, Dragon's Blood, stats.
Right? That sounds terrible.
Yes, it was.
Although I do think that there is some times where that like value point is enough to take people over, because that was the thing for a long time for AM, right? I remember that build. It feels like some of those items or some of those like abilities have gotten better though over time, right? Like that one, the cooldown on counter spell feels a lot better than it used to. Obviously, it didn't even have an active ability back then. But maybe it's also just a good indication to like, the balance designers that like, all right, if people are leveling stats, maybe we need to make this ability better.
Yeah, for sure.
What'd
I'm
you
trying to remember the heroes which used to level stats. I mean, Gyro was one of them for sure. Gyro was definitely one of them. This was, I think, the build as well, where you just went... I don't think he took a point in homing missile. I think he went 2 rocket barrage, 4 flat cannon, and then just stats until the dawn of time.
I feel like Wraith King was one, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I think so as well. That's because he had really crap scaling on his stun and on his lifesteal.
Right.
So he just didn't bother. But now lifesteal has got skeletons attached to it, so...
Yeah.
Probably
I
grab
feel
them.
like the majority of them tend to be carries.
Yeah.
And maybe
yeah.
like offlaners that want to get tanky or whatever. Maybe that's going to be the build. We were talking about Dawnbreaker earlier. Maybe you just level stats on her.
Yeah, we've had this discussion about Dawnbreaker, but I think it's very interesting because the hero is like obviously new. She's very fresh. According to my Twitter, she's now been fixed, so she's actually playable. Because there was a
Nice.
oh, their time has come.
Here we
Oh,
go.
Here we go. The first time in Dota history, at least me and Lyrical have witnessed, we're going to see the reverse disconnect play coming out.
Karma. He says karma. What? Who was that? Oh, it was veteran that said karma. All right,
Veteran
that's
saying
fair.
karma, yeah.
Wow. Karma. Unbelievable. Seaman. The pain
Careful.
is real. Well, that's true. Watch out now.
They only got trapped there, my dude.
But yeah, it's gonna be oh no. What happened to him? It's a good question of what happened to him. Is he okay?
That's what I always want to know. That's what I always want to know. The answer's often boring, but sometimes you get stuff like we had in a UK tournament where someone spilt milk on their keyboard.
Ooh.
And then you get memes, which is lovely.
How does spilling milk on your keyboard break your internet connection? That's the real question.
Well, it doesn't, but I imagine you'd probably want to pause the game if your keyboard has milk on it.
I mean, you're just not being imaginative enough.
True. Right? You can play Dota with just a mouse. You're
not wrong. It looks like hopefully we'll be able to get the unpause here in a moment. Now, the other thing, and we saw this earlier, as somebody that has been in a lot of disconnected games before, mainly in my pubs, this is a situation where I actually have a little bit of expertise. The big problem is that Razor can't spend his money. So you can still keep farming with him and do all that good stuff, but he is never going to be able to spend his money. So we'll see how they deal with that problem.
That's true, and there's no abandon mechanic in lobby games, right? Like in pub games, once you've got that 5-minute abandon, all your gold gets redistributed to your team, like Glorious Utopia. But in this, that's not going to happen. So I don't know.
Could be tough. Could be tough for sure for them to deal with. But considering that, this isn't a better start where the Visage only had that Blades of Attack, Razor at least has some phase boots, got to bring a health, some Wraith bands, not all is lost. We'll see if he can get back into this game or not as Gugu trying to go now on D-Scoon. Can they get this kill in time? It's a lot of damage out with the pendants.
A lot of return damage. He's going to get one. J1N needs to fight into him. Takes the creep, but he might be dead as well.
Oh, God. Very well played. This is what happens when you get an 8k gold lead, Nomad.
Yeah.
Very well done.
Jesus.
And a regen rune to boot, because why not? Okay. Well, that's pretty awesome. 10 minutes in, 9k gold lead. We'll see where Veteran decide to go from here.
Does the mirror spawn every 2 minutes, or is it just for the 2 minute and 4 minute marks?
Just the 2 minute and 4 minute mark. Looks like Razor's back again, so no harm, no foul.
Okay.
Radiant's
hey, buddy.
bottom tower
Welcome back.
is under attack.
Yeah, so just those early points, so to make sure that mid isn't completely determined by a a bad spawn of the rune and not being able to refill your bottle.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of people were complaining about it. It's it's pretty brutal when you both rush bottle and then one person gets it, one person doesn't. You're like, oh well, I spent 650 gold on this item, which is going to be useless for the next 4 minutes, and probably, if I continue to get dominated, useless for the rest of the game.
Uh-oh. Down bottom.
Yeah, Troll in trouble.
Radiant's middle tower is under
No ball. Keeps him back. Has the walrus punch. Visage moving over, but a quick and easy kill there. And
Bring him
chase
down, but
afterwards.
yeah. I mean, a trade's the most they could hope for here. They're still going, but the Gyrocopter's got this eye behind him. Is it going to be enough? No.
Oh god, Razor's coming to clean up though, or is he coming just to feed as well? Not sure. Unclear at this moment. So TI thinking about going in, cancels it out afterwards, trying to keep him alive. The big stun, but they take down the Razor, and Scoon gonna get pulled down for the kill as well. What a wild fight.
I mean, Veteran are just turning up one man at a time, but because they're so far ahead, they're not even being punished that much for it.
Yeah.
It's a silly game.
That was a lot of
easy deny.
gold and XP coming back the other ways. Another fight found
dear.
him.
I don't think this deny was worth it, aha. RR.
It's making it work. Impressive showing so far again from Veteran. And, well, they still haven't managed to take a tier 2 tower, so keeping this outpost on Dire, I think, is really important just for that passive XP gain that they need to get. Keeping them somewhat in it, at least for the moment.
Yeah.
A pretty pronounced lead right now.
Oh, and Leshrak's going for this Yule's Kaya build, which is obviously, you know, nothing new. But with the updates to Kaya, I think this is going to be pretty nice. So with the Kaya now, you get a mana regen amp increase from plus 24% previously to plus 50% now as the Chen goes down. That's huge. Like, so this means that from his Yule, he's going to get a plus 50% effectiveness on that 3.5 mana regen, which is just crazy. It's really strong for heroes like Leshrak.
Yeah, it's terrifying. You can sort of just keep that momentum going the whole time through, and I mean, the only thing he still needs is like sort of tankability, but that's what you kind of get out of Yule's Scepter at least. It's an interesting one. Let's see how it works for him. I think that the bigger thing too that we're probably going to be seeing is maybe less need to head back to base. So like going for these bots build next, you can go from one lane just to the other lane on the opposite side of the map instead of having to go back home and then, you know, walk back out to a lane afterwards.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, mad pressure coming out from Veteran is insane with his boots of travel on the Leshrak, plus the IO relocate availability. Like, yeah, it's going to feel like a very claustrophobic map for the side of the council.
Speaking of which, another movement down at bottom. Kenji hoping to find somebody on his TP bottom, but it doesn't look like it's going to connect. Instead, it could be a relocate mid. We'll see.
He might just do it solo on Gugu here.
Uh-oh. That's not the ult you want to see. Ooh.
Punch up onto Grimstroke as well, finding the +1.
Very, very well played by Gugu. This guy is killing it. Now moving forward for another tier 2 towers. Take 12,000 gold lead at this point. Really impressive stuff.
Yeah, we've definitely seen like 1,000 gold lead per minute in the past, you know, when you get like 25,000 gold lead at 25 minutes, but at 14 minutes, like, we didn't really see that very often. This is pretty unusual.
Yeah. They're absolutely killing it at this point. And the thing about it too is that this is really even before some of their heroes are hitting their highest power spike, right? Like Mice doesn't even have his Aghanim Scepter yet on the gyrocopter. He's just sort of got a couple of these items, but the strength of, you know, one, the laning phase that they had, but two, just the inherent strength of Io Gyro as a combo is really hard to deal with.
Pretty nuts. And now they've got themselves an Aegis into this gyro. Once he's got this Aghanim Scepter finished, I think it might be high ground for this team. And I don't know if there's a whole lot they can do about that as the CK gets brought down.
Just giving them the old walk. Show TI again trying to back them back into their base. They take over the outpost yet again before that minute mark, and I mean, you have to imagine that bottom is where they're going to go next, but really, like, I don't think that they could stop them if they went high ground. This is a really tough go of it.
But there's still life in the council yet. They want to make something happen.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Veteran maybe in a little bit of trouble here on Mice's big jump. Face down.
They're going in right now.
Absolutely, and a quick old jump on top of him with the troll ulti. They blow up the IO, gonna immediately buy back and try and get in there to save Mice, but he's just gonna go to his own death if he TP's in. The chase down coming. Lay in some trouble. Had they gone a bit too far, I mean, Io's gonna die back. And if you can get out on the council at this point, this is huge. They finished the TPs, get out of there. Missing on everybody. Really well played by the council.
Yeah, I'm not too sure what Veteran thought was going to happen there. I mean, they revealed the smoke, and then the IO quad on the front lines as well. I mean, that's kind of a thing with IO copters, that sometimes you can get a little bit lackadaisical, shall we say. Wow, they're going and just punishing this poor old Visage. But yeah, you do have to make sure that you're always positioned so that the gyrocopter is between you and your enemy wherever they may be coming from. And that wasn't the case for this IR right there. He was positioned on the wrong side of the gyrocopter, and that made it really easy to bring him down. Tried to remedy his mistake by TPing in and with the buyback, and just made everything like 10 times worse. So yeah,
Very tough.
always be on the other side of your gyro. But still, it's a drop in the ocean at this point, unfortunately. Still way too far down for that to really make a huge difference to the game.
All right. Well, if there's one other thing, Chen sold his boots to make sure that he was able to get his ancient creep. So has the granite golem for the bonus health, which is kind of nice.
Okay, well, we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, I mean the bonus health definitely feels decent. Yeah, Axe Rush Chen. Let's see. I mean, if it wins this game, then I'm going to be building it every single game I play.
True enough. Razor going to steal some of that damage, move in, tank up what they can. Double stun goes out there. Gugu being dropped down somewhat low, but still hanging on to that Aegis.
Maniac.
They back away. 6 stuff.
They do take down the Ancient Creep, though. Chen, his Aghanims are not going to work as... I think the Troll wanted to ulti there, but unfortunately, a little bit off the mark. Oh, Troll. Oh, really well. Nice little blink away from the Io. Very cute.
Dire's middle barracks
It's just so much damage so quickly. And with this Aghanim Scepter here, they pull him back in. Stun free-handed onto the Chen veteran. Looking very strong here as Gugu being brought down somewhat low. Snowball not saved. Snowball kill. RR now trying to do what he can, but does not have that much left in the tank. Gugu's still down very low as the Yules will drop him. That kill is theirs, and more to come as I think they're staying for at least 2 racks here.
Yeah, unfortunately, the Javelin Morbid Mask Troll was unable to carry that fight for them, shockingly. But yeah, no, all in all, the Council, they never really got a chance to play this game properly. Veteran just snowballing super far ahead and laying the smackdown on the Council. The Council didn't really have the answers. Very hard for them to play. I wouldn't even put it that down to disconnect that hard. Like, obviously, it is a huge factor. But these side lanes were just... I mean, you can't overstate how bad these side lanes went for the side of the Council, unfortunately.
Right. I mean, that's the thing, right? Is that you could even make the argument that, okay, top maybe shouldn't have gone or wouldn't have gone as bad as it did because of the disconnect, because Chen wasn't able to really play, had to micro the Visage. But at the same time, down bottom, that was 2 heroes on 2 heroes, and it was a complete wash. Veteran just looking like the stronger team here and continuing to assert some dominance. Picking up the Kaya. Okay, so Kaya Yasha. Interesting decision. And Veteran going in for a little bit more. D-Scoon in trouble as they will chase down one by one the Council. They all will fall. Mega Creeps are in hand, and the Ancient not likely to be lasting that much longer. Everything thrown at RR. He's throwing out the well plays, but the good game is sure to come.
Gugu God, he's doing it on the last track. Yeah, and I mean, even though obviously the game's a total wipe anyway, these lightnings are doing insane amounts of damage with that last track with the level 15. Like, yeah, I mean, keep an eye out for it, but Jesus, it's smashing.
Yeah, it's terrifying. Really spooky stuff. Oh, Chen able to get out of there in time, but back in the base, destruction continues everywhere you look. Couple stone forms with these birds likely are going to get brought down as well. Throw out the shards to interrupt. A lot of damage out there. Tier 4 towers gonna fall as Veteran keep on this aggression.
Thunderhide.
Doing what he can. That all
Don't
possible.
worry, my guy. The Thunderhide's about to carry this fight. Frenzy it. Frenzy the troll. Frenzy the troll.
Get the frenzy in there. Oh no, there's nowhere left to go.
He's not doing it.
Into the base.
He's gonna die. Oh, he got it off. He got it off. He got the frenzy.
Ooh, and the turnaround. Okay, Gugu went a bit too deep. But I think in the end, Veteran, there's only one possible solution here. Game is hard indeed as he gave his life away. But Mice, he's going to close it down for him here. The Council, nowhere left to go. GG.
Yep, the Council, unfortunately, their fate was decided by Team Veteran in this one as they get shut down in this game, which means that Veteran are going to be our team joining us in the grand finals to face off against the side of Imge.